Hello Kanishka, how are you doing?
Good, Purvi. Hi, how are you?
Good, thank you. So, hello all, welcome to the live session Q&A for the trade and vet courses with Kanishka from Ignite Education, who's here with us to represent the education institutions, and she is here to solve all our questions and the most frequently asked questions on the education pathways and the courses and what's the duration like and how is it going to make a lot of difference to the students who want to convert their hobby into their passion and further into their career pathway. So, Kanishka, thanks for joining us today.
I'm more than happy to hear and answer your questions and help them out.
So, how did this concept of Ignite education begin, and what's the seed like? And when it's turning into a tree today, how do you feel? And how does it blossom with a lot of students being together for the endless possibilities, ready to take on for various professions?
So at Ignite, what we want students to have a wonderful study experience because we all know that once we go into the real world, there is no. So I want them to remember that the back college days, what they learn, and we want them to nurture. We want them to learn new things. To have them a stimulated, study environment where they could actually learn and just apply everything in their future aspect as well. When they're working out, they should have a proper knowledge that, okay, yes, this is what I've learned back at my college, and these are the fun moments I also had over there. So that's what Ignite wish for, and one student to have the best study experience that we can give.
I think that's really what we are fostering with our students as well.
Yeah.
We could hear a lot of success stories being associated from Xcel Global Services to Ignite Education. I think recently we had an admission with one of our student with ITI, and the student is more than happy to join ITI because he was guided by an XYZ. Consultant to pursue a course in Australia, and later he realized his passion and he wanted to ignite them with the Ignite education. And I think it was creating a major difference in his life. And furthermore, I think Kanishka, you can explain better how the orientation sessions would go on, and a lot of students would actually come cheerfully up to you and actually share their experiences.
I think what we want student to on the orientation day, what I've seen that they are very anxious, they're a little bit nervous, and they're just looking around what's happening, where I've come up, who are these people, and everything. So at that time, what Ignite and all of our colleges, what we want for them to feel comfortable. For us to be approachable for them, because if they have any problem, anything that they're not able to understand, we can help them out. At orientation, when the student comes to you and they said, it's the best orientation I could ever expect, and it covers everything, I enjoyed a lot, and that is what keeps us going, and that's what we wish to deliver, and that's what we aim for as well. So yeah.
I think the feedback makes most of our day.
Oh yes.
It makes a lot of difference for our work to be valuable and to be encouraged by a lot of students. I think it makes all the difference. I think we don't feel those tireless nights that we spend. I think it all vanishes just with a smile from the student. Also, could you brief us about like what courses are offered under the Ignite education? I think it's a big umbrella and it fits a lot of things into it.
So yes, under the Ignite, we have three RTOs. I'll just explain it to you one by one. The
Sure.
number one is Light College, in which we have certificate for in engineering that covers your welding and metal fabrication. Then we have a short-term course called Certificate 2 in Security Operations. Under that course, we know that international student comes in, they want to apply for jobs for them to sustain over here, their part-time jobs. So it's a very quick short-term course they can apply for and get job in security. Other than that, we have business courses, students who wish to have the big and massive business in future. We have those courses as well. Then we have our next college called ITI, under which we have certificate 3 in carpentry, certificate 3 in painting and decorating, and diploma in building and construction. So that is all of your construction things that they want to do. The Light College has more of the manufacturing one. Last college we have is called TIV. In that we have cookery and horticulture. Student who horticulture is not something a student hear very, they hear it very rarely. So, but horticulture is for the student who really love agriculture and they want to build their future in that. It's a beautiful qualification, and who genuinely has passion for agriculture. This is a qualification go for them.
I think definitely, because for us to have some food on our platter,
Yes.
I think we need agriculture with us. I think we need farming and livestock development with us, and technology being really rapidly
Oh
growing these
yes.
days. I
Yes.
think horticulture with technological advancements is another big boom. I think so, which leads to a great career opportunities.
Absolutely, and I think at TIV and Ignite, all of our qualification, we try to keep updated with latest trends in market and latest trend in their respective industries. So in horticulture, like if they have any updates like vertical farming, anything, we are happy to just inculcate in our campus as well, and student to actually learn what they are going to work later on. So yeah.
I think a lot of students do ask this question: What do I do for the passion that I'm into? So a lot of people are really passionate about cooking.
Oh
So
yes.
where do they start from, Kanishka?
So they can start their career from studying certificate 3 and 4 in cookery, commercial cookery. They can do certificate 4 as well. So it's a like it tells them all of the cuisines from cutting a meat to actually how to cook that and different cuisines, and it's really interesting. I've seen students when they're working, they're so passionate about cooking, like they just experiment, make their own dishes. That time they have to create entire menus and everything. So, and they are genuinely passionate and they just put everything. Oh, I could do this, I could do that. See, you see that passion, and I think you should always study and work on something that you're really passionate about, because that's how you excel in that particular field.
Absolutely, absolutely. So definitely, a lot of students get so creative
Yep.
when they are into cookery, when they're into painting and decorating. I think that's the industry, wherein you can grow and you can give your thoughts a flight, and yeah, you're massive artist. I think cooking is also an art which is considered very rare. I think not everybody can be a master of that.
I think all the wet and trading qualification, I would say, like they all of them are very creative, all of them are very practical, and a person who actually wants to think out of the box. I think these are the qualification that he or she could go for, because this is not something you have to do a theoretical knowledge. Here you actually gain a practical knowledge, which will help you out in your future to build a proper and successful career in that particular industry. So yeah, in painting as well, I see students do different designings, and beautiful designings. I tell you that when I see, I'm like, oh my god, how, like if I see, I can't think about that, and they are so creative, so nice. It's so good to see them. So yeah.
I think definitely makes a major difference. So, how is Ignite having the practical exposure rather than the theoretical and the subjective knowledge that most of the colleges offer? So, how does it make a difference?
So I think welding, whether it's welding, whether it's painting, whether it's carpentry, cookery, horticulture, in all of these qualifications, you can't just read from the textbook
Right.
and do them. I know COVID was a little bit harsh on us,
Yes.
but practically these courses need to be done. Student needs to come and experience. When they actually hold a drill machine in their hand, they know what. Okay, wow,
Yeah.
I'm learning something. For them to have that learning experience, Ignite helps to have the proper equipment that are required for that particular qualification. We give them a proper material, whatever student requires, safety material as well, because I think safety is very important as well.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
on all of our RTOs, we keep in mind that students are well safe and they know if they're using something. All the safety measures has been taken, and they have a proper equipment and proper uniform for that. So yeah, Ignite helps them to have that practical knowledge as well, not just the theoretical, because that's that's, I think, that what helps us to grow. You, by theory, yes, you can know a little bit about that, but in long run, practical knowledge helps you a lot.
I think certainly because when you're nurtured
Yeah.
as a bud, I think that's when you blossom, and when
Yeah.
you're actually ready for the job, I think that forms as a routine. So
Yeah.
your habits actually become your routine. Yeah, so which is a very major thing that Ignite is making change in a lot of students' lives. And another thing, like how is hospitality management like? So what are the courses that are there in hospitality management?
So student can study diploma in hospitality management as well after completing their certificates.
Mhm.
So in that they understand a little bit higher level from the basic commercial cookery substance. They learn a little bit more about the management as it says in the name. So from student who wish to do have a managerial, little bit
Yeah,
elements, it's a good thing for them to know.
I think when they want to really expand into the hospitality
Yeah.
industry, I think that's a very good choice that most
Of
of them
course, of
could
course, yes.
avail to, which is another creative thing in Ignite, I think. Yeah. And what's the duration like for other courses?
So I tell you, for certificate for engineering, that's 104 weeks qualification.
Mhm.
So all of the things that student need to be ready for welding and metal fabrication,
Yeah.
it's all compiled under that certificate for. Our carpentry building courses like carpentry, painting, and decorating are for 92 weeks. So
Right.
student doesn't have to do different qualification. We try to have all of the units that student need in that one qualification.
Okay.
And if they want to study further, they can opt for diploma of building and construction as well, which will give them a different level of knowledge, a higher level from certificate level. And that is for 78 weeks. And our commercial cookery and all of these are the little bit of a package courses. But if you do certificate 4 and diploma, goes for 104 weeks, and same goes for horticulture. You do certificate 4 and then diploma. Both of the package are for 104 again.
Okay, perfect. So there are fast track courses as well for the students who really want to finish it within the timeline, suppose.
Of course, if student have some requirements, what we can do in our power, we'll try to help them out. Actually, that's what we do it at Ignite. That what best we can do in helping them, we try to do. And we know that demand of student wanting for weekend class has recently increased.
Yes,
So
certainly.
yes, at all three of our RTOs, you will get weekend class options as well, because we know that if you are working on weekdays, so we are here for you, whatever support you need. So that's why we have our classes on weekends as well for all three colleges.
I think that's an very interesting fact that encourages a lot of students to team up with Ignite,
Yeah.
because not all of us are free through the weekdays.
Of course.
Yeah, we are still occupied with a little bit bunch of work and still
Yeah.
want to pursue our education. And I think it's one of the best ways that we could extend our heartfelt thanks for you to giving us those services.
I'm more than happy to help you guys.
Yeah, really happy. So, we would like to talk more about the experiences and the success stories that were associated with Ignite. So, would you like to brief a little bit about that?
I think at Ignite, we see that student, when they're studying, when they're doing the qualification, student coming through us, they have a proper access to resources, proper access to our team. Our team is always there to help them out. And if by chance, I always say to a student, if there's some problem, come and speak up. We are here to help you. We are here to support you. And that's what we try to do.
And I think Ignite has always been a preferred partner for Excel Global Services, because the reason being that all of our students were really happy with the processing time with Ignite Education. And I think we received a couple of offer letters within a day. That's like less than a day, I think, within some hours, which is the the really good factor that promotes a lot of us and motivates us to join Ignite. And I think even to receive the COE, the processing time according to the students' credentials and everything, I think we could certainly get it within a week. So I think that really makes it easier and accessible for a lot of us to study. So, which is again a good thing.
I think we know that student becomes a little bit, we want them if the waiting time is the hardest time, we know that very well.
Yes.
So that's what we try to, increase, decrease for the agent as well, decrease that hassle. So yeah.
I think it's a really good thing that Ignite is igniting the knowledge for a lot of students and creating a major difference in different people's lives. And I think it's one of the greatest thing that we could talk about. And yeah, you'd like to add on more to it, Kanishka?
I think you guys are in perfect hand with the Excel migration. They help you out with everything. I see, like, when a student comes to them, we don't have the student is like the best of the best. The brightest one, we get it from them. So I think that's one thing really. We're really thankful for supporting us, and we're here for
Definitely.
you, students. We're here for you, and
I
yeah,
think we go hand in hand,
of
and
course.
definitely we would like to cater for all your needs. And yeah, for that, we would like to end the session with this on a happier note. And we wish to welcome a lot of admissions and any inquiries for the trade or wet courses that are associated with. Ignite Education Group. You can always approach us. You can contact us on the number being displayed, and yeah, or you can just follow us on Instagram or Facebook, or you can follow us on TikTok as well. So we are X Global Services Australia. Thanks for staying with us, and have a lovely night.
Thank you.